Today, Ramblin Rusty would like to take you on a journey through old Bethlehem. Every year, for a number of years, the Newmarket Seventh-day Adventist Church has been doing a journey to Bethlehem, where many actors, which are really the church members and others, will enact what it was like just before Jesus Christ was born. When you drive up on the church property, the first song you'll sing is "Welcome to Journey to Bethlehem." Also, there is a little manger scene advertising this in the front lawn. When you go in, you will be welcomed by someone that will assign you to a certain time. And then in the back part of the church, unseen by most people, is where some of the major things go on for Journey to Bethlehem. Will be a very nice supper provided for those who are going to be part of the company of workers in the Journey to Bethlehem. There you see some of the people that make it available. Some people come home from work and they have nothing else to eat before they have to get in their costumes and go. The church members are asked to bring food to help feed the different people who will be taking part in it. Many hands make light work. Besides the food, there are other things that need to be done. There are a lot of costumes that need to be made ahead of time, and these costumes need to be put on people, and be sure that there's plenty warm clothes underneath, because the first night that we did this, the temperature was in the 30s. So you can see that people have to get dressed up and all their clothing on. And so a lot of people are needed to help make this a thing. Finally, when the people are ready to get lined up, they will be sitting in different areas, waiting to be called to go on this 50-minute tour of Bethlehem. So when they come to the door, there's a greeter there who says, "Now let me introduce you to your guides." And there will be music being played there in the church, waiting for some of the others to go. One of the first scenes that you come up on is a wedding scene. Here they are couples getting married, and so there's a lot of rejoicing and happiness. The very next place you go to is where the scribe is working on a manuscript. And there's some real interesting things about how persnickety they were, and the letters could not be touching another one, and they had to be the same as the original. You count how many lines, so on and so forth. And so from there you go outside and you encounter some lepers out there. These lepers are begging for money, but they are on the outskirts of Bethlehem. Then the next group that you come up on is a group of elders, and they are discussing about what the Messiah is going to look like. You go into Bethlehem and you have to pay your taxes. There's a tax booth there. One of the real nice places to visit there is the bakery, and here's their oven and others preparing the bread to be put in there and baked up. And oh, it tastes so good. And then along in the town, there's also I guess you say it's a prostitute. I guess they were even in Bethlehem during that time. And she was walking around. Many times they were there to keep warm by the fires. The next place you come to is the blacksmith shop. And the blacksmith shop was making nails, and another thing that they would make was little spoons out of some smaller nails, and these were given out to the people. The next place that you would be able to enter was a school in the synagogue, and here the teacher up front was going over of what the students learned from the scriptures. And so it was very neat to go in there to see them reciting what some of the scriptures, and the kids really had learned well. Here's another picture of the streetwalker. She was always around trying to get new customers. And you see some of the different shops that are there. And one of the main things that many people like to go to was the potter shop. And so you go in there and you see a potter working there. And he is taking a lump of clay and producing a very nice bowl. And the young people could get up close to watch him, what he's doing. There was a sign on the wall talking about that we are in the Lord's hands. The potter would work, and then finally someone would come and tell him that his wife is calling him for supper. And so here the little girl came in with her pet chicken in her arms and calling him to go to supper. As you left the potter shop, they went to the inn, but the inn was full. They could not stay there. There were soldiers at the other gate, and they were waiting for people. And so someone invited them to go out and go with the shepherds. So they went out another gate of Bethlehem, and the soldiers were checking to be sure that it was okay, that everything was okay. And so they finally go down this path, and they get to the shepherd's place. And as they were talking to the shepherds, amazingly, a bright light shone. And it says that there is a babe that's born today. And for them to go and visit and see that babe. So they hurriedly go there to where the Mary and Joseph were. And sure enough, there they were with the baby. And it was a very wonderful scene there. And after seeing Mary and Joseph, then they were able to go to a tent for some debriefing to see exactly what they really liked best for the journey experience that they went through. And so you see, here is the tent that they had. They were able to get some hot cider to drink, and also they were given some literature for them to take with them. In the meantime, back in the church, for those waiting to go on their tour of Bethlehem, there were a lot of different musical experiences going on. They had harps being played. There were groups that played with the music like this way, and this kept them, I guess you'd say, entertained while they were waiting to go on their tour. The tour lasts about 50 minutes, and they really get a chance to see what it was like the night that Jesus Christ was born in Bethlehem. The tickets to go to this had to be ordered online, and when they opened up to give away the tickets, all tickets for the thing was all given away within 10 minutes. So I hope that you got a chance to go through. Here's a little idea of what it was like. Ramblin' Rusty signing off from now. See you all next time.